Hey, Jason Carpenter with you here, Hunt in God's Country, coming at you live Wednesday night, Jay's Days, episode 4. We're here to tell you a little story tonight. So this has been a great week. Super excited. It's been a load of fun. First off, I found out just the other day that I actually won a video contest. I got first place in a video contest that I entered. So I'm really excited about that, and it's really something that means a lot to me. It was a special group that I was part of, and just being able to say that I took first place means so much to me. It's unbelievable. Really proud of how I showed up and what I did for that video, so it was really exciting. And tonight I am going to tell you about my first ever handgun deer kill. That's right, first ever handgun deer kill. It was Thanksgiving Day of, I believe, 2010, maybe 2011. No, it would be 2010. So Thanksgiving Day, got to my mother-in-law's to go out for Thanksgiving dinner, and got there a little early, still daylight. So I decided I was going to go out and sit in the stand, wonderful stand that I have out in the back, and hopefully take a nice buck. And on the way out there, I had a group of does come through, and probably 60 yards from me. So the lead doe was a really nice big doe. I pulled up my shotgun, my nice 12 gauge, squeezed off a shot, and I missed. I know, I couldn't believe it either, but I missed. I missed that shot that close, and I went and looked. There was no blood. We had snow. There was no blood. There was no hair. I found a spot on a tree behind where she was standing that had been hit pretty solid with the slug. I didn't find the slug, but I realized that I had missed. So I continued on, made it back to the back of the property, climbed up into my tree stand, and the stand that I had back there was actually an old pallet, 4 foot by 4 foot square, maybe 4 foot by 5 foot square, really nice big pallet. And I had gotten that up in the tree, and it was nice and level. Beautiful spot to sit. I had a swivel bucket seat that I was sitting on up there. I was up there about maybe 10 minutes, and I saw another group of deer coming through on the backside. Well, I pulled up my shotgun to look at them through my scope because I hadn't taken binoculars with me. And when I looked in my scope, I saw an X. Yeah, crosshairs are supposed to be a plus, not an X. So whatever I had done on that first shot when I missed that doe, I had apparently destroyed the inside of my scope. So I went to adjust the power setting to see if there was something going on there, and when I turned the dial, the whole guts inside of my scope was turning back and forth. So at that point I realized I don't have an option here to use my shotgun now, because it's obviously not sighted anymore, and the only other option I had was my 357. My carry gun I have with me all the time. I had that with me. I've got 5 rounds. Okay, here we go. It's our only opportunity now. Mosquitoes are still out. I have my only chance now to shoot a deer is to use my handgun, unless it's super close and I could actually just point and squeeze with the shotgun. But I've got to use the handgun. So I'm sitting there and I'm waiting. I'm watching, and there's some deer milling around through the woods, and I'm looking at them, and I don't see any antlers. And then all of a sudden I hear something. I look back off to my right, and running straight at me is 3 deer. And I have no idea what they are, but they're just running straight up at me. So instinctively, forgetting that my scope was bad, I reach out, grab my shotgun, and as I'm reaching for my shotgun and put my hand on it, I realize, one, these deer are going to get here really fast, and I'm not even going to be able to pull this gun up and spin around. The other thing is, I remembered also at the same time that my scope was messed up. So I let go, took my hand back off the shotgun, reached down and grabbed my pistol out of my pocket, my revolver, my 357, and these deer were coming so fast. The first 2 made it through before I was able to take my gun and spin on my bucket, and I got right on the third one and followed her. And as I was doing my follow through, squeeze the trigger, she went about 10 steps and just tumbled right into a pile, just nosedived head first right down. That shot was approximately 4 yards. Or they came up, they were heading straight for me. They veered off to my right a little across the fence. Like I said, the first two got through quick. The third one was the biggest one, so lucky me, I got to shoot the biggest deer and put a little extra meat in my freezer that way. But I shot her at 4 yards with my 357, one shot, perfect shot, double lunged her, and she was just moving fast enough, and that you know, blasting out that air when I took out both lungs, she didn't make it about 40 feet is all. So that was my absolute first time ever shooting a deer with a handgun. It was partly by luck. It was partly by design from from my shotgun breaking down, and just absolutely loved it. So I was at that point made aware that 357 will definitely kill a deer, especially at close range, even if they're running. And the Lord blessed me that day with an absolute wonderful, wonderful big doe to put in the freezer. And you know, it's just something I'll never forget. My first ever handgun deer, and almost by a force of nature, just had to be done. And just super excited. So I just wanted to let you guys know that little story. I know that wasn't probably the best storytelling you've ever heard, but that was my day. That was my Thanksgiving 2010. Loads of fun and meat in the freezer. So today, this morning, I woke up to the news that our friend Paul Harrell, if you guys are fans of YouTube and you know, gun tubers, Paul Harrell passed away. So prayers for him, for his brother, who's taking over the channel, and for all their family and close friends and relatives as well. Sad to see Paul Harrell passed away. He was fighting pancreatic cancer and wasn't able to survive that. So our deepest sympathies to the family and the friends of Paul Harrell. Prayers for my mother, still fighting her stage 4 cancer. My friend Dan and his mother. His mother's also fighting some stage 4 lung cancer. And my niece had a surgery today, and she is doing well, has come out of that. So I can't wait to call and get an update on that. So God's blessings to all of those folks, and keep them healthy and keep them happy, keep them going. All right. Thanks for joining me tonight. Don't forget, every Wednesday night, Jay's Days, next week, episode 5. And I appreciate you all being here with me tonight. I am going to take a minute, check the comments, and see if anybody has any questions or anything you want me to talk about, suggestions for future videos, anything like that. Let's get all that out of the way, and then we'll sign off for the night and leave you to your business. I love you too. I've been told many times I look like Walter White. Cancer can definitely be stressing. Yes. All right. Yes, I have to take off my glasses to read up close. If I could hold the phone 6-7 feet away, I'd be able to read it with my glasses on. I do have goals, lots and lots of goals. One of my goals is to make sure that I come on live every Wednesday night to give you guys another episode of Jay's Days. Right on. All right, everybody. I am headed to Ohio to do some walleye fishing this weekend, so I will definitely be bringing you guys some video of that. Maybe even we'll go live from the water. Who knows? Could be lots of fun. Maybe we'll do something crazy and obnoxious and a little bit off the cuff while we're out in the boat. We'll see. A little teaser for you there. Oh yeah, and we've got an awesome video coming out Friday. Oh, I'll give you this teaser. No, I won't. I'm going to save it. Check our community post tomorrow. I'm going to put something in the community post tomorrow, and we got an awesome video coming out. probably Friday, maybe tomorrow night, but probably Friday. And you guys are gonna love it. We did something super fun this past weekend, on Labor Day actually. So you guys are gonna want to see that for sure. All right, God's blessings to everyone. Love you all. Thank you for subscribing and helping us and following along. We will very soon have our donation link ready to go so that we can start getting some disabled folks out hunting and fishing. And we have a early antlerless season coming up September 21 and 22. So I want to find somebody who can go out, a disabled person I could take out hunting that weekend. So if you know anybody, hit me up, shoot me a message. Appreciate y'all. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. God's blessings once again. Shoot straight, keep the fire going.